I'd like to welcome on our first act tonight. Famously, they are the first follower of the Occasians London Instagram. Can I get a little gentle pitter-patter of a clap going on? And let's slowly raise that to a roaring applause. Can we welcome to the stage, Christy Koo?
Hello, everybody. How are you all doing tonight? I am indeed the first ever follower of Occasians. Ray showed me the Instagram account, and like a Korean restaurant was like, do you think the name's all right? I was like, the name is hilarious. Followed it straight away. But hello everyone, I'm Christy Koo. You can follow me at Kookadoodles. That's my handle. But yes, I am a spoken word poet and I'll be performing for you tonight. Give me a little whoop if you've seen any poetry or heard of it before. More than I expected. Give me a whoop if this is your first time. Okay. I love it. You can act like a regular poetry crowd. If you hear something like that, you can be like, Yeah, you even know that. Yeah. But all right, we'll kick things off. Okay. So this is a lovely night for community, for making friends and connections, which is great to see. I think we should have more enemies in life, personally. If you don't have an arch nemesis, pick one. It could be someone here tonight. Keep things more lively, We can't please everyone, and there's always someone chatting shit about you. So why don't just make it official? We're now arch enemies. Anyway, this is the first one. I hope I'm the villain in your story. I hope you see my success as an act of war, that you're distraught I'm not torn up about you. You're all disorder and contorted blues. I hope every time you recite my legend, I become more fanged, with more venom. You're in a frantic rhythm, running, tripping at breakneck from me, checking over your shoulder for me. Your footsteps echo, beckoning the ghost of me. I hope you keep the night watch, fearing my reckoning, my rapture, my revelation. I hope you're stationed, armed to your teeth. I hope I have everything you want under lock and key. I look forward to the next time we meet. I've missed the sound of your screams. I hope your memories of me are crime scenes. You're sweeping for evidence of who I would be, how I could stop being the girl of your dreams. I hope you call me a fucking crazy bitch, because I'm joining everyone you called a fucking crazy bitch. We are forming a coven of cronies and lonely witches. Do you know loyalty, or do you work alone? You story arc of poor orphaned hero. You insufferable messiah's complex. Your glorified self-sacrifice, but what a bloody mess. I am dressed in black and blood. I am what happens in the absence of love. I'll punch a plot twist in your guts. I like the hush when all that has hurt me has been hacked to dust. I hope the myth of me is the ruin of you. I hope you're sick at the sound of my theme tune. Take your pick of weapons, I'll see you soon. I know I look good, I get results, and you're afraid of it. You know I've got the cult following and I'm the fan favorite. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're a great crowd. I appreciate it. This next one, actually, I performed it on Sky Arts. Oh, she's on national TV. I performed it on Life and Rhymes, which was hosted by the very wonderful Benjamin Zephaniah. This one, it's based on my journey with my body and my relationship with my self-image, and also it's kind of rooted in how you know how oftentimes with Asian parents they're like, oh, we prefer boys be born and things like that, so girls are always secondary, you get what I mean. So this is about that. Okay, so this is Bodies and Blasphemies. Hi. Hi, I'm 9 and I'm not allowed to wear t-shirts anymore because you can see my arms. My unfilled stick figure of a figure is bad and I have to cover up. But I don't care what I look like. I don't. It's my 12th birthday, but it's weird. My parents would have celebrated my birth better if I was a boy. Instead, my girlhood sours their eyes, my femininity is unfortunate, and everyone dresses me like they're covering me up. And my mum cuts my hair with those scissors, and Mum, I wish our fathers told us we were beautiful. I'm 14, and I want to be one of the pretty girls. Now, I don't know why they're one of the pretty girls, or what makes a pretty girl, why they have to be pretty girls. I don't know, it's just so in these stories, telling us it's terrible to be Narcissus, so be Medusa instead. I'm starting to turn to stone when I see my reflection. I'm 15 and it's getting harder to see my face when it's pressed so close to the mirror. I only see faults instead of your eyes. I see my self-contempt instead of friendship's ranks. I'm spending hours pushing up pores. I'm seeing juries instead of people. 16 and we are through the looking glass now. I'm sick at the sight of my skin. I'd rather see shards. I'm tearing at this body, picking at this skin I'm in, picking at this body, but I did not pick this body and I don't want this body anymore. 17, 18, and I can't go on like this. I can't exist when I treat my body as an apology for living. I want to be loved, but it has to start from me. And I'm listening to these body confidence preachers, and I want to say what they say. I want to say, I'm rebuking myself instead. I know their message is a blessing, but I'm not a blessing because I'm not a boy. It'll be a blessing if I can be with a boy. But then you'll say I'll lose all my blessing if I'm caught with a boy and then have to redeem my existence by birthing boys. But count your blessing, boy, because I am your blessing, boy. Because when I walk into a room, you know a deity has arrived. Because if my body is a temple, then God is within me, and I will speak myself into existence, name myself beautiful. You know, this body is a gift, and there is nothing unholy about my skin. When I choose to unclothe, there is no shame. I get no complaints, because when I take my clothes off, I take your breath away. I'm not just a work of art, I am the whole damn gallery. But this is invitation only, so don't talk to me like that. If you want to grab a spider pussy, know this cat scratch its back. I'm still learning to see myself the way I see you, and you are beautiful. You are beautiful, and you are beautiful, and I am blessed to see you. I'm 9. And I'm wondering what I'll look like when I grow up. I'm 20-something now. I look happy. I am. Thank you all so much. Just a couple more for you all. So this one was about someone who used to be a friend. So we all have a friend who just keeps going out with really mid and just really awful people. And they always have to tell you about it, and then you give them advice, and then they just don't take it, and they just do more nonsense anyway. It gets really exhausting. So this goes out to my friends who date trash men. Yeah, record it and send it to your friends. To my friends who date trash men, sit down. We'll do this one last time. Because you look like your mother hasn't been feeding you. Like you've been living on scraps from the boys' table. Like you've been sleeping at the foot of his bed or outside his door because he shut you out again. And you think, maybe it's the door that's broken, that you can fix it and that'll fix him and that'll fix you. You've forgotten how whole you are before Hollywood said you are a half. Like your hand is empty if no one is holding it. Like your own body heat isn't enough to warm your bed. Are you so hooked on crushes you'll let them break you with their weight just for that rush of breathlessness? Because you'll leave him, but you go back. He'll have a different name, a different face, but it's him, the same type. And you can filter through these boys like coffee, you're still left with a bitter drink. These boys don't love you. They love to put their fantasies on you. They couldn't play with dolls, so they'll play with you. So he never lays hands on you. But what kind of hands is he using on you? Your mouth should have been screaming theft, and you mouth sweet nothings instead, and they mean nothing to him. And his words are just crumbs, but you take them like silk, like milk and honey. Is this how our mothers feel? Because you leave us for these men. You walk past the lifelines I've made up my own arms, and you won't even look me in the eye. And I know it's not your fault, I know, and I don't blame you, I don't, and I know it's hard, I know, but you know. Why do you do it again anyway? Can you see I'm covered in your ash, hands burned trying to pull you out, but you're too busy looking at how romantic your light is as you burn? I'm done. And when you're done being the pyre and the lighter too, you can find me, because I haven't given up on you. And to those boys, they don't know how to love, but they better learn how to run. Thank you. Thank you. Just two more for you. This one, we've got some amazing musicians and singers coming on tonight, so this is dedicated to just music. It's called Small Print for Heartbreak. That was the deal, kid. It was in the small print when you signed up for falling in love. Music will sound different. And it seemed like a bonus, right? You felt all music had been made for you. The Moon Rivers, the All of Me's, the Call Me Maybes. You woke up next to him and asked, how do these songs know about us? But here's the thing. The small print also applies when love ends. Because you also signed up for the Heartbreak Hotels, the Someone Like You's, the Back to Blacks, and every fucking Ed Sheeran song. You now understand how guitar strings are plucked like they can pull him back, how harmonies are built as the future falls apart. You haven't listened to music in a week in case you start crying again, and you're so sick of that discord. Or worse, in case you don't feel anything at all. You think you will never hear a note again. Music knew your love. It knows you're lost too, so play everything. All the songs he loved, the ones he hated, especially the ones he hated. The ones you said you didn't like either, but you'd mouth every word in the dark. Scream the words silently, because everyone else has gone to bed and you haven't told them the news yet. You'll find music coming out your own mouth when you haven't spoken for days. Dance your way back to yourself. If you feel guilt for feeling joy, dance harder in your bedroom, ballroom, and the laptop glow. Move with your shadow. Your darkness has always been with you. It is proof you're a solid, living thing. Slow dance with his absence until you are holding your own arms. Dance like you forgive yourself. Hey, I know. You thought you'd be done with crying at this point. Nothing is going to sound the same, but you get that now. Honey, listen. Can you hear it? It's the whole world. Thank you. Thank you all so much, thank you. This is my last one, but please do catch me as I'm walking around. We'd love to meet all of you. And it's going to be such a good night of performance, honestly. This last one is very self-explanatory. If you complain about getting old again, I will fucking slap you. I want to see us age. I want to hear you start making funny noises when you start to get up. I want to see you search for your glasses and then realize you're wearing them. I want to hear you complain about your kids, those kids, all kids these days. I want to see your birthday cakes grow heavy with candles until they might as well just set the whole cake on fire. I want to see you stagger in, pints drunk, arms raised in everyday victory. Us way too old to be cheering for that behavior, but doing it anyway. Because some of our friends are locked in photos, smiling, beautiful, forever young, gone. We will never see them with grey hair, wrinkles. And I don't want to drink in your memory. I want to drink with you here, dozing off because it's late-ish, sleepy-shouldered. The older we get, the more we are children again, wanting hot baths, early bedtimes, hot chocolate. May we only say goodnight at the end of a long life, so I won't be complaining about getting older, not when I'm with you. Thank you.
Can we give it up one more time for Christy Coon?